Welcome back to the COD Rec League. We've got another match coming your way. We are right off the rip. It is going to be the side of Chicago Hunted versus Seattle Sloths Gold Pre-Made South Division. Here we go. It's Skyline Hardpoint to kick things off. And right now, Seattle already off to an early lead.
Yeah, off to a great start right now. We'll see if the Chicago Hunted bring this one right back going in it. They do just that. Guess what? They get themselves 10 seconds to counter the first 9. But this first P1, already absolute chaos between these two teams. The trades are pretty much non-stop galore, but Seattle doing a good job there to pick up 3. Have a chance to get on that time, but also a chance to maybe try to rotate through. Chicago Hunted already prepared for P2 here. Only have to worry about Rogue so far who's pushed up. This guy was YYing his pistol like crazy earlier, and he's 6-1 as started out, so he is definitely to go.
I mean, you know, they're ready. A lot of these guys probably all warmed up and ready to go. It is going to be our gold division. There's going to be some good players here to spot it. It's going to be P2 already here. And, you know, Fatty just holding down the hill time. Basically just, I mean, so far 11 seconds right now. His Jack is also at 13. So, you know, some early hill time stats coming your way. But it's going to be Dakido trying to find a way in right now. And they're going to find, you know, get one in the point. Is looking to find a second. But no, it's going to be Parker, the captain, coming through. Finds 2 kills. Look to make it a 3rd as well. And almost 4, actually. Just piecing everybody. It looks like the captain starting off hot for the side of the Chicago Hunted here. But you can see Rogue will be dropping here. Parker and Fatty going to be holding that down right now. And right now, Chicago doing a really good job of just locking down all these lanes. It doesn't look like anyone so far has really been able to get close.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough as Chicago Hunted starting to kind of roll away with this one here. 10 seconds remaining on this hill. You see the side of Seattle start to set up for that next hill, but already Chicago starting to make their way across the map to pick up the first kill up top. Nick going to drop on down, does get taken down by Rogue. He's going to get traded out though. A couple kills back and forth. The Seattle pick up 3 right there, only losing 1 in the process. This P3 setup looking pretty good to start things out with the number 5 player. Fatty is going to be a little bit rogue for the moment. Never mind. Dako Idu, the man we see every once in a while on stream, does get taken down there, but he gets 2 clean kills before going down. And his teammates starting to clutch up a little bit for him in return as well, making sure his efforts are not put to waste. Chicago on the time for now as Dako Idu goes down again, but the side of Seattle still fighting back.
To see right now just Fatty holding it down right now, and you're going to be trying to figure out where these players are going to be spawning in from. He's going to be Rogue all the way in the back, is going to just get one tapped in the face, basically CS style there, and will end up going down. Jack's going to be on the point, but you can see, actually I've got the meter map up. I'm supposed to turn that off because we don't want to crash out of this lobby. We do not want to miss any of the action.
I say at this point we just keep it up and test it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's we're going to miss too good of a match, all right? I don't want to be I don't want to be risking it too much right now. We'll see. But it is going to be right now. Fatty holding it down. Jack trying to get in there is going to get cut down immediately. Seattle spawning on the other side of the map right now. So Chicago manipulating these spawns right now to perfection as they're able to just lock everything down right now. And you can see the team spawning all the way on the other side of the map so far. Not much doing there for them. And this is going to be, you know, a bit of a problem right now. They got to get close. They got to get in there somehow. And so far, they are not able to make very much headway at all.
Already a great lead for the side of Chicago. I mean, up 100 points at the moment, looking to extend that one out even further. Seattle haven't really even been able to put a dent in this P4 here, but finally going to get on contest there. Going to get 1 for 1. Well, 1 for 2, I guess, technically. Just like that, we're going to be rotating across the map, and already Parker getting his team ready for the P2 side of the map. Knows they're going to do a great job on P1 like they did the last time around. He's more so worried about getting to the other side of the map, getting the spawns in favor of his team, and keep this going. Look at the crossfires are crazy. I feel like I'm watching a Halo right now, Shio. It's actually crazy.
Communication is pretty on point right now. As you can see right now, Rogue is going to be picking up that one up. Nick just went off the map, I think. So a little bit of an awkward dive.
Yeah, the teammate do that once.
Goes flying right off the map. A little bit
live on stream there with the bomb in hand. Just woo.
All right, we did see that happen more than one time, honestly, and Fatty is locking down. I mean, Fatty's up to a minute and 43 hill time already. The entire hill time is basically this one guy, which is crazy.
And a positive KD ratio.
Yeah, I mean, just doing everything, locking it down, getting the solid objective and everything right now in Seattle. Looking a little lost on the map right now. They're trying to figure out something, but they're down 120 points already and is not looking too hot. Monkey, though, gonna find 2, gonna be piecing up this hill and is gonna be securing some time for the team here, but immediately just gets taken down. And, you know, it seems like Chicago just has an answer to everything. Everywhere you go, Chicago has somebody there. They are doing something there, locking it down. And Seattle's not really been found a way in. They will finally pull up this P2, and they are going to be forcing some Chicago spawns on the other side of the map. But it is going to be a long road ahead of Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, you need basically a full 40 to 60 on this hill. And hey, you know what? Maybe there's a chance to do it. They're getting some good time here early. Rogue picks up 2 massive kills right there, looking for more. Daku Idu picks up 1 as well. And just like that, Seattle, once again, firing on all cylinders. Right back in this game. They've got this opportunity to keep on cooking. 20 seconds left on this P2. You got to think Chicago probably not going to push this one out anymore. Never mind. I take that back. One player going to push on in. Going to be a nice little fight going on here. Oh, you know, maybe a yellow card right there for the table usage, but, you know, nothing too crazy yet. No red cards at the moment. But 10 seconds remaining on this hill, and I tell you what, Seattle picked up all the time they needed on that. Ready to rotate on over to P3 here. This last time around, Seattle picked up the first 15 seconds or so, and then Chicago broke on in and kind of just steamrolled the rest of P3 all the way through P4.
Right now, it's looking like they're facing some similar situations here. As you can see, they're just rolling their way through. Monkey's trying to hold down the line here. Not much doing right now. It is going to be Chicago once again. Anyone, of course, it's Fatty, who's going to be inside that hill, securing things down for the team right now. Parker trying to get in on the backside. Won't be able to do so. And actually, it's going to be Daku Idu holding the line right now for the team. Was able to do a really good job of just locking it down in this moment. Fatty, of course, is inside. I don't know if that was his own nade that killed him or not, but Scrape's going to be in the back trying to hold down this back line as well. Securing those spawns, they know exactly where Seattle's coming from now. And they're going to look to rotate this and turn this into a P4 rotation here as they've already crossed 200 points.
Just keep on cooking. I mean, they're not even willing to give up the last 5. This Scrape, he's going to be on a 6 streak looking for 7. Very close to those streaks as well. Picks up 7, gets out alive. Hopefully gets all the way out alive here. Trying to get that streak going here. Does get pushed in by Daku Idu. Someone who shoots very straight. Unfortunately gets taken down. That's going to be 28 and 15 on an 8 streak. The teammates are in the hill. I mean, you got Fatty up to 2 minutes, 13 seconds. I mean, it's getting crazy now. Chicago looking absolutely fantastic. A couple more kills on the way. Scrape gets 1 more. Does get taken down, but does get that cruise missile in the back pocket of the Hellstorm. Sorry, same thing. You know, slightly different, but hey, what are you going to do? But Seattle Sloths now have to try to break this one open once again.
They're basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, you know, one just like multiplies, I guess. Nice usage. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think he was gonna be able to curve it in there. A lot of people missed that shot. Okay, Nick. All right. He just went for the follow-up dive. That's crazy work. But 6 more seconds, and Chicago will take this one. Fatty, 2 minutes, 21 seconds in the hill, 18 and 21, looking fantastic down there. What a team player indeed. But the side of Seattle Sloths, they're on the time for now, down by 130. You got to think this is going to be a little bit tough. You got streaks stacking on streaks now at this point. They're using them like they're grenades. But Seattle Sloths, they pick up all 4 right there. Chance to get some time on the board. 3 more seconds for Chicago, though, and that's not a lot of time. I mean, they accidentally take some time. I mean, they're dolphin diving in the hill from the top of buildings. That's how confident they are.
And it's just every which way you turn, they're basically there, right? And it's just, they're all over the place. You're going to see it's 247 and 138. Just a matter of time, really, until this closes out. I mean, it is going to be Jack on the point, but yeah, Fatty from the top row finds 1. Not able to find the second, but Rogue is going to go down. Monkey last player off, and this is basically it. It's going to be 250 to 144. Chicago taking it to them.
I mean, Chicago Hunted looking great. I mean, shout out. This Chicago Hunted team looking absolutely fantastic right now. I mean, we've seen the Seattle Sloths team on stream a few times, at least once earlier this season, and they absolutely decimated the team they played against. I mean, people were throwing out like Daku Idu hacking like accusations in the chat and stuff.
Chicago starting on defense, Seattle on the attack, and I can bring the mini-map back. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Hey, welcome back, my beautiful boy. I missed the mini-map.
We really do. And there's a lot of Chicago arrows in a very close proximity. I think everyone is underground, though, except for Scrape. And Daku Idu is going to find first blood here, and a big flank coming in.
I think it was Monkey.
Sorry, no, that was not actually Daku. That was Monkey. Actual Daku Idu was going to find a kill.
It was kind of funny.
It was apparently Jack. I mean,
shout out Jack. Jack doing work.
Jack. Parker with one,
There we
though,
go,
and you're going
Parker.
to
I mean,
see
Nick. Oh my gosh, every name is glitched. Parker. I mean, Nick.
every name is
Gonna get a
bugged.
counter right
Everyone's
there.
bugged.
Actually, it was Parker. It's just okay, whatever. But 3v2, Seattle Sloths have this bomb planted at the B site, have the one player overall advantage. Rogue, Monka, Dakuidu up against Parker and Nick. Parker spotted out, damaged pretty good. Now going to be a 2v2 as Nick takes that one down. Good teamwork here coming out of the boys over on Chicago, and he's going to survive for now. They know the one player's over by helicopter. The second one probably going to be back well. They know that. We see the push coming in, but it's going to be a little bit late as Nick not quite there. The comm's probably not perfect, and just like that, Seattle Sloths with a phenomenal round one.
It is going to be a big win there. But yeah, Jack with 3 kills in the round, too, is going to find basically just cleaning them all up right as time expires. So, you know, the kills coming in, going to be able to find them and wrap things up in the round. So, you know, Seattle finds their first round. It's a good start from them.
Very good. Love to see that from Seattle. Obviously, you have a pretty tough map one, but nothing we can't bounce back from. Love to see that. Especially doing it on offense right away, first round on protocol. That's going to be a massive booster. You see a lot of defensive round wins on this map. I actually think it's pretty 60-40, but still. Ooh. There we go. Dakuidu, who's actually Monka with the first blood right there. Seattle Sloths go up. First bloods twice in a row. Are up 1-0 at the moment. Looking to try to get a second one. Rogue gonna spot a player in those mid doors. Is gonna shoot him up, but Fatty with a quick little flank. Gets a nice kill there. Gotta be careful as your teammate's gonna lose their life in the back. Now it's scraping a 1v3. Makes it a 1v2, but you'll get pushed in pretty quickly. Never mind. Closest player was in Baird. Decides to take it easy, team up. They know they've got the numbers advantage, and I love to see them using it instead of just full sending. We are gonna see these players get a little separated.
There's always going to be isolated gunfights here. It's going to be a 1v1 scrape. Back turn to a player here is trying to just shoulder, trying to figure out where these players have gone. And honestly, it's a free pass over towards A. Potentially, it will finally get spotted. They're going to spot him, and is going to take a lot of damage on the way out. Is going to be just running across here. Trying to maybe bait somebody up the rope here. We're going to see. I mean, they're thinking about it. One's actually sitting on the bottom, and Daguida's gone all the way down. Is going to read this. Did he not?
Is he Himothy? Is Scrape actually him right now?
What?
He just... Nah, bro. They got to know. They know it now. They're like, oh, he's... no big deal, though. We're still both alive. Okay, but they're going to be hitting this solo out. Oh, he didn't spot him. He did not see him go helicopter. They have no idea he's there.
Maybe he does.
Okay, so they might know now. No, they're just looking. Just looking. He's there. Okay, now the gunfights are going on, though, so now they're going to know. 2v1. Bomb starting to get defused. Scrape getting pushed in from the back. Has to get this kill quick. Check that bomb. Gets a player in the back. Check that bomb quick, buddy. Check that bomb. He gets the kill, but did he get him before the defuse? It was so close.
No.
It says bomb defused.
Bomb defused. Didn't get it. I thought he had him. Apparently not.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Defuse comes through. Kills are not going to be there in time. And yeah. I mean, if you're Scrape, you're probably so upset. Pulled out a great 1v3 there too. Like, it was a 1v3 situation. Pulled it out, and you know, just literally like less than half a second. Not even. It's like bare milliseconds, man.
It just reminded me like my worst day of COD ever. I won a 1v4. I say one. I lost a 1v4. I killed all 4 players and got the kill at that exact moment, right when the bomb was defused. It's the most gut-wrenching moment of your life, bro. But there we go. First blood once again from Seattle. That's back-to-back-to-back first bloods from Seattle. What a counter from map 1.
I mean, it's just going at it right now. And, you know, Monkey's been doing a fantastic job so far of just controlling these first bloods. It's almost always Monkey getting involved in that first fight. Like, that first fight is, I think, every single one has been him. And he's been either there to support the first blood or gets that first blood. So I like Seattle's control here so far. It's like they're well drilled. They're doing a good job. And now Chicago has to fight back from a man down here. As that, I don't know, that was probably actually Rogue. He's able to find that kill. And now Chicago 2 down. And Seattle has their choice of bomb sites right now. It does look like they're going to head towards A, and I don't think anybody is in a position to stop this.
I really do like this numbers up, though. Yeah, Fatty's going to hit this out. Has 2 players minimum to deal with. So there's going to be 3. Picks up 1. Got to get out of there. You're not Mercury's bail. You got to get out of there. But it's going to be a 2v2. Bomb is down. 40 seconds remaining on that timer. Nick gets a kill as well now, just like that. Rogue in a 1v2. The guy you want here, though. This guy got 35 plus kills in map 1. Can he do it again here? pop off for his team. Was the best player map 1. Map 2 struggling at the moment, but we know he's got the talent. Gets shot in the back, and just like that, Chicago hunted in a 2v3. End up winning the round, get themselves a little bit closer back to even here. Still down 2-1, but nice clean retake there on that A-bomb site.
Yep, just a big conversion out of them as they're able to convert that back. And yeah, they're down 2v3, and they're able to find all of the kills and the defense as well as, yeah, Rogue. Unfortunately, you're the only player up. Nobody watching your back. I think it just gets taken down. Fatty 4-2 as well. The objective player doing a great job so far.
Here we go. Got 2 pretty good teams here. And by pretty good, I mean very good. Seattle did struggle in map 1. I know I've said that a million times, but it is shocking to me that it happened with how much talent was on that team. So Chicago hunted down, pushing this one in, kind of taking the Seattle Sloths route, going towards this B bomb site, getting a lot of pressure on the map very quickly. Bombs starting to go down right away. These players try to flood on in. They're trying to get that player at helicopter. They do just that. They get the first blood. But Monkey is going to be a little bit annoying. You get some good damage down. Not getting any kills, though. Not getting this close kill. It does take him down. A massive kill from Monkey. Makes it a 3v3. Allows the teammates to get back in this gunfight as well.
You got a whole conference going on here over on the helipad, though. Chicago has every single player stacked up on this up here. Nick is finally going to move out, and we'll find Monkey here. But yeah, just everyone is just gathered around this one spot, basically. It's going to be on Daku Ito and Jack to retake this. Unfortunately, Daku Ito knows he's got a bit of a situation here because there's players all over the place. Jack will find one at range. That's a great shot there from the Jackal, but goes down. I mean, yeah, you got to give him credit for that. At that range, that is a crazy set of shots. But Chicago ties it all up. You know, they're just like, well, I mean, if somebody shoots at us, there's going to be 3 guns pointed in his direction. I guess there's some validity to that. But yeah, Jack is going to get picked off in the back as Scrape goes all the way around. And that is going to be a tie game right now between Chicago and Seattle.
I mean, hey, that's 2 for 2. What are you going to do? Both teams getting an offense, both teams getting a defense. Love to see it. So, and the funny part is, both went in their first offense basically with the same strategy, right? Just kind of full sending over towards that B site, getting massive penetration through the middle of the map very quickly, not delaying, not watching your mid cross, like really anything, just getting in there. But now we got a massive push from Seattle Sloths going towards this B bomb site. Gonna be a little tough. They lose their first player. They do get a nice trade though. That's gonna be massive, but Parker picks up a second. Parker just being an absolute demon in this map right now. Look at the 4-3 from the side of Chicago. Now one's gonna be 4-4, but still. Everyone had that even stat line for a bit. Not going to be 2v2 on the map. Make it a 2v1. Make it a 1v. Going to equalize this one once again. Nick versus Monka. Monkey. So 8-4 on this map. Gets taken down by Nick, and Chicago win 3 in a row.
I'm just rattling them all off right now. But yeah, I mean, Parker, maybe a little bit overheat there out of Parker. Goes for that slide chow. I mean, you can't blame him. Started with 2 kills. I'd definitely be feeling it too. Just went for it, and unfortunately not able to pick it up. But some trades coming through in the top of Grandma's there. Ends up with Chicago coming out on top as Monkey gets caught just walking out the door. Thought it was a free door entrance, and it was in fact not. As we're going to kick things off again. Monkey is 8-5 right now. And yeah, Chicago just across the board. The slays are just even. 4-4, 5-5. That is a crazy set of stats line. But Monkey's going to, post up here. Once again, they should be expecting this now. Monkey's been here a couple of times. So I think they should be getting ready for this. But that's going to be first blood. I believe that was scraped down below. And that is going to be the A-bomb site secured for Chicago. And Seattle's going to be on this retake. Man down. 2 men down now.
It's going to be a little bit tough there. But 4v2, Chicago. Have this bomb down. Remember, it takes 7.5 seconds to defuse. So you're using a lot of time to even try to get some initial information and picks. You get the first pick, though. Rogue, finally on the board. One of the most talented players in the lobby. Had a tough time at the start of this game, but already there. Get himself back in this one slowly. 1 kill at a time. Gets a second as well. There we go. 2 more. Only 7 seconds have an opportunity to defuse this one. Got to make a move. Another kill comes in. 2v1. Make it a 1v. As Rogue gets in there, goes from 0 kills on the round. Oh, he's got it, no problem. He got it at like just under 8 seconds. Look at that. But he goes from 0 kills at all in the game to the 3 biggest kills of the map. Like boom, boom, boom. What a guy.
That was one hell of a retake too. They just go and they pick it apart. And scrapes nade at the last second. does end up picking off somebody there. It ended up dying. That would have been real awkward if both players ended up dying to that nade. And it's like
That
the
would've been
round
tough.
ends on a
That would've
hero
been
nade
tough.
that gets chucked out. Seattle, what a retake out of Rogue as well. Able to find that, picks 3 kills up. And like you said, sitting on the donut prior to that, finds 3, launches them into this tie game now. It's 3 apiece here. We are dead even as of right now. Seattle now on the attack. We're going to see where they decide to take things. And we'll stay on Rogue here as right now, maybe they're heating up. Maybe he's feeling it. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely so. But first blood now for Seattle. That's their first blood in a while. They had the first 3 first bloods of the map, and then 3 in a row went to Chicago. Odd, if you ask me. But now Seattle finally get their first one back. Fatty going for a swim, does get taken down. Now going to be a 2v4. Seattle, the driver of this map at the moment, going to get this bomb planted. They have to deal with that number 5 player, Parker, though. That guy is no slouch. Gets the bomb planter. Got to watch out behind you, though. Is he going to get out alive? I believe he's undamaged even. He's going to loop back around. Does get taken down. Now going to be a 1v3. Some info to Scrape, but Scrape fighting over towards helicopter picks that up. Maybe going to have a little bit better cover now. That bomb is getting planted. 1v2. Daku Idu and Rogue. Not who you against. He gets taken down in Seattle with another clean round win.
Big wins there. Seattle, great mid-round calls and great setups, just getting those picks across the map. They find, they go up 4-2, early advantage. They're able to convert it into another round win, and they're going to take the lead, first blood in a while. And yet here they are. It's 4-3 right now. They are to lead in this map.
I mean, that's what I like to see, right? And a lot of balance on that team as well, for the most part, right? I mean, you see a lot of different people trying to share the objective. I know Rogue has been the one planting a lot of bombs, but still, they're moving it around a bit. We see out of Chicago here. Getting a little aggressive. Is Scrape hitting from the big door right now. Gets a nice clean kill right there. It's going to be a massive first blood of first team. Gets a second as well, and Scrape keeps him in this. Gets killed by his teammate. That's a little tough. But that's going to happen every once in a while.
You got to prevent the overheat
advantage
somehow, right?
Yep, exactly. That's tough.
No, what's going to be tough,
conversation in the comms right now. It'd be awfully nice if I was still alive right now.
Well, what's going to be tough, though, is this retake. It's going to be 2 ARs into the A bomb site. And Parker immediately shows that's probably not going to happen. Daku Ido now left in a 1v3 with the AR as well, and is just going to get caught from behind. Chicago answer back with a solid round.
Nice and fast hit from Parker as well, right? He just immediately hits that big door, picks up those early 2 kills, gets team killed. I mean, Parker is the one who team killed Scrape. I'm already giving credit to the person who got team killed. That's crazy. But Scrape, he goes to that big door, jumps down, gets those 2 kills, then gets team killed by Parker, of all people. Just for the people in the chat right there, just so you know. But yeah, they get this one tied up 4-4 though. I'm not gonna lie though, for a second there, I had a lot of faith in Rogue and Monka to get it done. I don't know. Rogue did it the round before. I mean, I thought maybe 2 rounds ago, I guess, but still, I thought he could do it again.
I think if Rogue had an SMG in the back pocket.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, look at the quick flank coming in on the minimap right there. Number 6 player, Scrape. This guy's just full sending right now.
I mean, he was just, trying to get in there. But first blood, again, is going to go to Seattle. So it looks like they're stepping things back up. But Daku Ido, up to 7. Monkey up to 9 right now. The slaying is evening out across the board here. We're tied up 4-4. It's a best of 3. And number 5 on the map is going to be Parker. He's going to catch back Jack all the way in the back here. And that is going to stall things out. You can see some movement right now. Like, Monkey is inside of the defending building right now going, okay, where did everybody go? There should be someone around here. And Parker, meanwhile, is still on the move. Is going to get spotted here. He's going to just, run away. Just get out of there. Get out of Dodge. Doesn't want to deal with that right now. And Jack is, trying to find something. But Daku Ido will find Nick. So there's going to be a pick. These players are literally just running in circles trying to find each other. And Scrape will go down. It's all going to be up to Parker now in a 1v3. Trying to find out where his teammates just fell. And there's going to be Jack. And there's going to be map point for Seattle.
I mean, Seattle looking good, leveraging these first bloods in their favor quite often, right? They get a first blood, they do a pretty good job with it. I mean, obviously, right, you get this gold division, you got the numbers advantage. You would hope they do a lot with those, right? But still, Seattle Sloths looking great in this S&D. We were a little worried about them coming out of that hard point, right? It was very rough, definitely against them. The SMG players and ARs were kind of ripping them up pretty good. But now Seattle holding strong here, and what was their absolute best player on the previous map is now struggling a little bit at 4 and 5. That's going to be Rogue. That's why I have no problem calling him out, right? Because of how dominant he was the previous map. But he did have one massive pop-off round for his team in this one. Clutched up is one of the primary reasons they have this lead at the moment. Can they close it out here? Or Chicago Hunted going to give us another masterclass in the offensive game mode?
Well, they are flooding B right now. There's going to be 2 SMGs down below right now in A, so this is going to be a very under-defended bomb site right now. They're going to have to keep an eye on the back, though. It's going to be a big kill there as first blood is going to go to Dakuidu, who came in on that flank, and another one as the second port will go down. It's going to be Scrape. It's going to be all down to Fatty now in a 1v3. The bomb is down, and that's Seattle evening up the series at 1 apiece here. The digits will get punched, and there's plenty of time on the clock. Seattle, you know, they gave up the early plant, and the news just closes, snaps, and that is going to be a map to Seattle. Is they're going to, each team picking up each other's map picks right now. Welcome back, everyone. It's the control. We are getting underway, and Chicago just absolutely got steamrolled immediately. They just got lined up and gunned down here. Nick, last player alive from the team on the attack here, but it is going to be Chicago starting out on the attack right now. As, oh my, they're just getting lined. Everyone's getting lined up here. What's going on here?
Oh no!
Nick just died. Is that a zone nade?
I think it's.
No, it was a teammate. This bug. Teammate.
Yeah.
Look at this stack the point. Look at this.
Look at this.
It's coming through right now. Jack is going to find one on towards Fatty. Going to dive on to contest. The truck is already blown up. No threat there. And they're able to clear everybody out. So that is going to be Seattle holding the line. They're not going to give up B just yet. And Chicago going to have to reset here. But you can see Parker already on a flank. That's an ambitious Jackal gunfight, I guess I would probably call it.
He almost had it. That was the crazy part. I think he's one shot off. That's so insane. Parker, who actually wasn't Parker, it's great. Picks up 2, and just like that, the stack is back on B. I mean, if you're Seattle, you just cannot catch a break on the B site. But they do get the kills they need. They start getting that time off once again. And just like that, they defend B for now. Monkey getting that time off. We see the A point now being attacked from the side of Chicago as they realize, hey, B might not work out right this second. We've got a chance to go for A. Stop the time. So we're going to do just that. But Seattle still picking up some nice kills. Chicago going to be down about 5 lives at the moment. Starting to get cut down a little bit on either side. 35 seconds remaining. Both these teams trying to cook it up. Seattle Sloths got their vengeance for game 1. They're looking to try to go up 2-1 at the moment overall series count.
I mean, they got a nice life lead to work with as well. 6 life lead. The time is counting down because Chicago has not been able to really secure one of these points yet. They're going to hop on towards A, so they are going to get some time. As there, you can see Fatty's going to be here trying to get... Oh, okay, a little windy, I guess you could say, but Monkey's going to be on a 5-kill spree. That immediately just ended. A nice stick there onto Dakuidu, or that was actually the real Dakuidu, it turns out. But will go down. It's just, you know, trades back and forth, and that is favoring Seattle in this situation. They're able to come out on top of these trades, and unfortunately, Chicago, no respawns left trying to get to this point. I don't think they're going to make it in time. They're going to try last ditch to B, and immediately Rogue will be there to cut them all down.
Yeah, they do counter him out, though. Fatty trying to fight for his life as well, but that's going to be a 2v9 on the map. I got a great, first the world, very talented player, but this is a stretch for anybody. Gets on the time after the time has exceeded, so that is going to be a little bit of a problem. That's going to be a little 1-0 start for the side of Seattle Sloths. And I mean, what, they only lose 3 total takes, or was it only 2?
That was 3
I don't
ticks.
think they got the... They did get the full one on A. That's right. Okay.
I do believe so.
So, not a terrible start, but we really did think... I don't know about you, but I thought they had B on lockdown. They had 2 fantastic pushes over there, but Seattle, they counter them. And they hold. They do a phenomenal job on defense. They don't really let many stacks happen outside of the first, 20, 30 seconds or so, but kind of a fluke there. Kind of had a weird split spawn, and Chicago was able to utilize that to their advantage. And now Seattle Sloths up 1-0 off of fantastic defense. We'll see if they could follow it up with a great offense. Going towards that A site right off the bat. We see this very often from most teams. Just like that, the initial counter is 2 for 2 off the map, right off the bat. 3 in favor there of the Seattle Sloths. But guess what? Nick, being annoying in the middle of the map, picks up 1, just running back and forth, trying to get the teammates pushed back up.
Turns the corner and just goes, oh, that's an enemy. Turn around. I got no bullets. And Nick gets out of dodge there real quick there. Knows there's a player, though, going to be on this point and going to go hunting, but is instead going to run right into the spawners. Hello, down goes Dakuidu. And that's another Rogue gets gunned as well. The gun is hot for Nick. Off the rip, although it's literally in the middle of all the spawners, it looks like right now is actually going to catch another from behind. Hello, this player is not going to be ready. It's going to be Dakuidu. Oh, all right, it was Dakuidu again. He's been killed 3 times in this sequence, I think, since we started watching Nick. This poor guy. Everywhere he goes, Nick is there.
I mean, talk about a blender, right? I mean, you get put in a blender by the same guy over and over. You have no help over here. Like, that stuff. Not much you could do about it. But hey, we got one tick on the A point, but so far Chicago playing fantastic. Seattle Sloths trying to get on some time here. We got maybe a couple players with an opportunity as Rogue picks up a kill there, waiting for some more team help here up front. Couple kills back and forth, mainly in favor of Chicago as they have a 7-life lead. Make it 8. Rogue finally going to sneak out to 8, trying to slow that time down, bring a couple of the players towards him. I mean, Nick just jumps up and guns him. What a shot. It was Fatty. It wasn't even Nick. Shout out Fatty.
It's just, you know, this kill feed lies. I'm pretty sure the whole catch,
really
the whole line of this game was the truth lies, and literally this game just lies to me all the time, apparently. So, you know, the truth, it's not even the truth, it's just lies. Nick though with a pop-off
it's a toxic relationship.
14-7 now, 14-7 on a 5 streak right now. You can see they've actually hopped on towards
I
B.
thought it was Nick. Couple kills back and forth, 2 remaining. Oh, the time goes away. Chicago hunted. Fantastic defense right there. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Only give up 1 total tick on that A site. Give up half a tick on B, but hey, half ticks don't count as full ticks now, do they?
Nope, they do not. I mean, it was just a lockdown from Chicago. I mean, they locked everything down. I mean, Nick with, you know, a crazy sequence as well, just going flying through. I don't actually know if that was Nick. I think that was somebody else, actually. I think that might have been Fatty. But Nick with a crazy sequence going off. And, I mean, Chicago, maybe they were asleep round 1. I don't know. But they woke up. They looked a little bit upset about it. And they just thrashed the Sloths in that round. So it's going to be another attack now for Chicago. We're going to see they're immediately going to hit 4A right off the rip. It's going to be stack the point. A word to Jim, these ticks are going to fly. They've already got a tick.
Yeah, 1 tick down, 2nd tick well on the way. Yeah, and a couple players already run off of it, though, as well. 2nd tick is gone. 3rd tick well on the way. For Seattle Sloths, you just got to get on the time. You can't just go for the kills. But that 3rd tick, it doesn't get secured. They get all the kills they need. They get a full reset on the map. They're going to get that 3rd tick off of A. We get a couple people branching out. Some kills back and forth as Parker gets a nice one there to start to clean things back up, even though that was scrape. But still, now we're going to get a nice, clean outside B push. No contention right off the bat here as Chicago Hunted should get on here. No problem right off the bat. But Seattle Sloths hitting from multiple angles to try to counter this. 1 goes down right off the bat. 2 more hitting from that front van. Some kills back and forth, but overall, Seattle Sloths coming out on top of those engagements, get all the kills they need. They do give up 1 tick, though, so that's 3 total ticks already for Chicago, and their respawners are already on the A point.
I mean, they're already there. They're trying to secure this down, and Scrape is going to be here. Trying to line it up, and, you know, tossing the nade out. He's going to hit somebody up there as well, but that is going to be 8 points secured. So 4 ticks, again, is basically going to guarantee... actually, well, 100% guarantee defense in round number 5 if we make it there. But we do have to see if we're going to get there first thing. Because we got to see right now, this round is going very quickly. It's just, everyone is dying every which way. Nick is going to find a pair. Going to be trying to get it here on towards B. Going to stop the clock here. Still 95 seconds to go. But Chicago is going to start dogpiling onto this right now. And you can see the players from the side of Seattle trying to get close. It's going to be Jack here from the vault. Monkey's going to find 2. And this is going to line up basically everyone from Chicago. It's only Fatty who's somewhere on the other side of the map right now. And now Chicago's going to have to reassess this. They're down 7 lives. It's a lot of lives right now. They got plenty of time on the clock, but they got to work out how they're going to approach this and how they're going to attack it. You can see the flank shows are coming in here. They're trying to find 1, but Rogue is going to win that gunfight. Scrape is going to go down. It's all on Parker, and this attack is falling apart right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, Parker just got to stay alive, be annoying, maybe try to help. Maybe he could get some of these Seattle players to overextend, give his team a chance here, but... not likely. You do get 1 up towards the balcony side. He does spot him out. That's going to be massive. So that's a big kill right there coming in. A couple kills going the way of Chicago. They pick up 2, make it 3. The 4th one's going to go down as well. The stack is here. I mean, you might be screwed if you're Seattle.
There's no one here.
Bad
There's
time
no one
to
here.
go 4 down. The stack is in. They've got to get there very quickly. They can't get there in time. And just like that, Chicago hunted. I mean, woo, there we go, baby. Yeah, I don't know why I just barked or something like that. Not too sure. But Chicago hunted. Looking fantastic in that round right there towards the end. Man, what an unfortunate time to go 4 down.
I mean, you know what? Chicago made it happen. And really, they probably should have lost that round, but they pull it out. They make it happen, and now they're going to be up 2-1 right now, looking to take a series lead headed to map 4. It's going to be the Rewind Hardpoint coming up next. We're guaranteed to see it as a 1-1 series right now. But Chicago just, they make it happen. They go, this is a 4 dead turned into just an immediate oh my god, they just lined up for Jack. And Jack's able to find a couple of the kills there, but trades back and forth. It's going to be the last player alive on the point. It's going to be Monkey with that pistol out, is going to find one. Finds the tick as well. We got a couple players here stacking up on to A. And that tick is going to go real quick there, but Nick is going to get cleaned up. Fatty and Parker each find kills. And, well, I said it was going to go quick. They didn't even get the second tick.
I mean, they're going to be able to get this time off as well. Got some players trying to push towards these spawns. Number 64 player Nick, trying to be annoying, does just that. A couple players from Seattle, though, pushing up towards that pool side, getting a little desperate here, trying to get any map control they possibly can. But Chicago, once again, with dominant defensive performances going on in this map. Up 2-1 in this map for a reason. But one player does make it through. That's going to be Daku Idu. Is underground, does get on that A point. That's going to allow some players to start to push up this map here, get out of spawn, maybe a chance to stack something, get some map control of their own. Chicago, though, countering back off their own respawn. It's going to lose 2 players in that process. Nick, I like this. Just covering B site. Make sure they don't give up the easier one to defend.
Nick's going to go right underneath, though, right through the vault. He's going to spot a player, but oh, that's 4 dead. Turn it over for Seattle. You got 0 trades. They're just going to fly onto this. They're going to stack this point.
That's 4.
Everyone is going to be, or I was going to say everyone's on it. People immediately left it, it looks like. But this, I mean, that 4 dead, you could have turned this into a great stack. It is going. There's 3 players here. They're trying to find the kills, and Seattle's going to go 4 dead.
That's so tough. But the spawns, the nice thing is you're going to be able to get out of spawn before these guys are able to get the spawn kills in. Right? So that'll be the one nice thing about getting those 4 stacks going. If you all die at the same time, you've got a chance to break on out. They get 2 kills going their way. They've got a 2 life advantage, but Parker does get 1 down below. That's actually going to be pretty big for Chicago, but there's already players back on B side. Parker's going to have to get up here. Has some help from front van. Some damage coming in, but that's 3 kills in favor of Seattle. 1 going the opposite way. Nick picks up 1, looking for a bit more. Needs some help. He's going to go down. This B site's gone just like that. Tied up 2-2.
It's the 4 deads. I mean, the capitalization is great. I mean, this is gold. You expect them to be, be able to take advantage of these types of mistakes and situations. And so far, we've seen fantastic jobs out of both teams of, 4 dead. You know exactly what you got to do. You clean up everything. You immediately capitalize on the situation. And also, Fatty's turned it up. I think Fatty was 4-11 at one point. It is now positive. So Chicago's going to get on defense for most segments as they were.
I don't think that was Fatty. I think that was Nick.
Oh, okay. I lied. You're right.
I'm
sorry, Fatty. I'm sorry, my guy, Fatty.
For the record, Fatty has had some very clutch plays, though. So I don't necessarily think the kill-death ratio is, really showing everything they're capable of. But I do believe that was Nick we were just saying. It might have been Parker, actually, but I think it just keeps swapping Nick.
No, absolutely. I definitely agree to Seattle. Going to be right here off the rip. Is going to be right in to A, and it looks, it's going quick. You got 2 players here already on top. It's all going to be on a scrape from the top ropes, and is going to get shot out of the air. Nothing doing. And Seattle, well, okay, up until there was a clutch play out of Parker there, and it looks like the line is going to be held. Potentially Jack, last player on, is going to turn and burn on towards Nick. And there goes A. Boom.
I mean, fantastic. Right off the bat here, you got 2 minutes and 12 seconds. You got 23 lives to make something happen at B, and you've already got people pressuring it. Chicago Hunted might be sweating a little bit right now. Seattle Sloths, definitely not. They've got the nice sea breeze in their hair right now. Try to fight on back the best they can. Monkey fighting for his life on the outside of the map, waiting for those teammates to get off of respawn. Chicago Hunted, though, not able to get much map control out of that 3 down. They are going to get some kills off the spawners, though. Back and forth here over towards that B site. Chicago going to equalize these lives at 18-18. Minute 45 to go, though, for the side of Seattle.
I mean, poor Nick there, pulls a 3-piece, kills everybody, and then gets shot in the back of the head by his own teammate. Can't have nice things. You got to bring him back down to earth somehow, I guess. It's going to be Chicago extending some pretty decent map control here. Parker's going to find 2. Parker's going to find 3. There's the triple kill again, lining them all up. I mean, Fatty's getting credit for all of this. And it's just Parker going, where's all my credit? This is me killing these guys. Could have been Fatty. Definitely could have
How do
been.
we
I
know the
don't think
scoreboard's
there's
not
any
glitched?
streaks either. I don't think there's any streaks available either. Gonna cycle through players
That's
real
the
quick. And
crazy
yeah,
part.
nothing doing. It is the guns, and it is only going to be the guns. 14-12 in live. Chicago just has to hold on for a little while longer. There's a minute left on the clock. I don't even think we're going to make it there because lives are probably going to run out well before then at the pace that these guys play at. Seattle grouping up in mid. We're going to see where it goes.
Okay, he looped all the way around. I thought he was going to stay over there in mid, but that works out. He does clean up. It's a nice kill there. That's big out of Fatty on a 3 streak right now. Good work coming in from the side of Chicago here. A lot of teamwork happening, and Fatty cleans house there. Lets everyone know what's up. Finish the dinner plate off for sure for the teammates. But Seattle Sloths now gonna push. Probably their last opportunity at the objective here. They get the first one down right there. Good job from Parker in that first kill. Dakuidu trying to push on back, help his teammates out. Gonna be a little bit too late. They are going down. 4 lives remaining, 18 seconds. Chicago 100 fighting back very well. Had a rough start to this round, but guess what? They fought all the way back. Gave themselves a massive advantage, but Seattle Sloths not out of this yet. These last 3 players have an opportunity to do it. They pick up 2. That could be massive. The stack is kind of in right now. Only 2 players remaining. Trying to fight for their lives at the moment. A big push coming in from Chicago. The car, such a bad time. 1 player remaining. Not going to happen. And Chicago 100 go up 2-1 in the series.
I mean, this one could have gone every which way at the end of the day, right? It was just back and forth. And unfortunately, this is in fact not Fatty again. But I'm just big.
Hey,
kill.
W Fatty though.
The
Leading
dude
the
gets,
guy on the little mini
the
couch.
dude just gets launched.
My God. And everyone was like, what the hell was that?
I mean, you can't
Here we
really
go.
blame him. If you're the guy that got
Yeah, it's
launched, you're
chill.
probably going, what the hell was that?
You're like, what did he just hit me with? A gravity hammer? But initial like, going the way of Chicago 100. Of course, it's Parker. This guy's been an absolute demon all day long. So exactly who you expect to be on top of the leaderboard here, right off the bat. But Chicago 100, they had a phenomenal first hard point on Skyline of all maps. They started out 250 to 144 map 1. Seattle Sloths obviously countered with a very nice S&D. So we'll see who's able to take this one here. Both these teams fighting it out early on for this P1, but Chicago 100 on top of the early score here. Have a phenomenal rotation set up for P2 as well. Great teamwork happening to get as much time capitalized on this early P1.
One thing that's kind of nice, we got a working kill feed for the first time today. There's a kill feed
Yeah,
that
there's
works.
no player number 64, 58, 42, like anything crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, Rogue is going to be heating up once again. 5-3, leading the lobby right now. It's, you know, who you expect, right? It's these... Oh, didn't finish that one. That was a little awkward there. But yeah, Rogue is going to be doing Rogue things right now. Monkey and Daku both chimed in with kills as well. They're going to be pushing this through. Nice. They're going right through. Pushing straight through when they can. And that is going to be Seattle evicting Chicago out of the way. Chicago is spawned on the other end of the map now. So Seattle should be picking up a good chunk of time here as they break with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, Nick did not pay his taxes over by the dumpster and got evicted pretty quick. That'll happen. IRS does not play. Seattle Sloths, 20 seconds left on this P2. Looking to try to pick it up. Chicago does break on in, but guess what? You got to deal with Dakuidu. He's going to pick up those 2 clean ones. Goes for the 3rd. He had ammo. He for sure gets that, but unfortunately does get taken down. Shout out to Nick. Staying alive there. But Rogue, 8-3 on a 5 spree. Trying to get pushed across the map. Trying to get this early P3 going. But the side of Chicago 100 are going to be the first ones here outside the diner. Ready to go. The rotation of the P4 side of the map also already on lockdown by Seattle. Unfortunately, car going to get exploded there. We see some players trying to push for the backside of the map. We know that far side over by P4 is where people want to be. Definitely a money hill on this map. This one tends to be a little bit more bang out, but we'll see what happens.
Rogue just saw every player basically stand in front of him and is going to finally end up going down. There's going to be 2 players in from Chicago. So Chicago needs to push through. You need to take this point. You need to go through it to get to those back spawns on P4 because Seattle is just holding them down completely uncontested right now. As Rogue trying to push forward, they're going to find 2 kills here and is going to find both players. They just line up. Nick and Parker both going down. Fatty's going to fall as well. It's all on Scrape here who falls as well. It's 4 dead for Chicago right now. So Seattle going to capitalize big on this, and Chicago's got to run a marathon across this map now because they are nowhere near this. Scrap time going to Seattle, P4 time going to Seattle. You are very happy if you're a Sloths fan right now.
And the best part about it is Rogue also has a Hellstorm in the back pocket. So that's going to be massive later on as well. But Seattle Sloths looking pretty good here. Chicago Hunter trying to push on in. They get a very quick break in the backside of the map, but the initial spawns coming right on back for Seattle Sloths. Scrape, though, clutch not picking up 2 big kills there now, 10 and 6 on a 4 spree. The ARs are definitely ARing at the moment. Rogue and Scrape. The fight is back and forth, and he takes down Rogue. Gets a nice clean second one on Monka as well. Chicago Hunter getting some massive kills right here. They do a great job on the P3, just scraping together time. They get the insta respawns after getting full team wiped. They do a phenomenal job getting an early break, getting some massive time on this P4 that they definitely didn't deserve to have. But now they're gonna have to rotate themselves back towards the middle of the map. Daku Idu not gonna make that easy. He does go down, but delays slightly. Is that P5 about to pop up? Rogue has the Hellstorm in the back pocket. Didn't call it a cruise missile this. Well, I did the second time, I guess, there when I said that. But Chicago Hunted now have to break on open the P5.
They're gonna check. I mean, nice check there for that Parker, but the slide out is real. Everyone is just gonna go down inside that hill except for Jack. Last man standing here is trying to hold the line. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Seattle had everything they could have wanted on that P4. And I don't know if it was one, like, they just forgot to block a spawn or something. Something flipped. Chicago turns it around, and Chicago's turning this around too. Parker with 3. 14 and 11 right now. Rogue matching on the other side at 16 and 10. But, you know, Seattle here early, and Chicago just breaks them down. You know, sledgehammers the front door and says, absolutely not. You are not going to be sticking in here as long as we want you to. Out they go. It's going to be contested right now. This is, you know, it's always a hectic point on this P5. But Seattle right now is going to hold the line.
Ooh, gets a nice kill there. Takes a little bit of time, but does get traded out. Shout out Parker. Always getting those trades. Right back where he was at the very beginning of P1. Ready to hit this one out. Got 2 kills last time. I almost even get 2 this time. Gets 1, waiting for some team help. Gets just that. But Rogue is in the building. Not the man you want to see up top towards top CD at all. But he's going to get 1 nice one there. Chicago Hunted trying to fight for their lives over this P1. Seattle Sloths picking up some nice clean kills, but Parker, he wants the P2 spawns. He could give 2 shits about P1.
Yeah, I mean, it's just right now, it's 30 seconds to go on the hill, and it's going to be, well, Seattle's going to just fly on in. They're trying to get to these back sides for this P2 rotation. Scrape just knifed Jack. I don't know what happened there, but Seattle right now holding this line down. Chicago is going to be spawning on the other side of the map right now. You're going to see it's going to be all Seattle here for this back P2. Chicago gonna be spawning up in front of P4, and yeah, you know, not the most ideal situation at all if you're this side of Chicago. Chicago has been on the back foot of a lot of these rotations, honestly. They've not been really, you know, able to get in there and beat the other team. They've lost almost every rotation, I want to say, to Seattle so far this game, and yet they are still somehow in the lead. So, I mean, their percentage of breaking, kind of insane, considering they've been losing, I don't know, I want to say 90% of the rotations.
And it's exactly why they were so dominant at Skyline, is they had 90% of the rotations in their favor, and anytime they for some reason didn't, they just insta-broke. That's like crazy. Except for 1 P2. That's it. But now, I mean, you got an even game, 141 to 142. They stopped the time just in time to not give up the lead. That's about as clutch as it gets if you're the side of Chicago. But Seattle still have those back spawns, still have some players in town. They're going to tie almost. Okay. These guys do not want to give up the lead no matter what it costs right now. But Seattle, they're going to grab this last 13 seconds, no problem, uncontested from here on out. So they'll be able to gain that lead. We're going to see ourselves rotate on over to P3 out in the middle of that street there, front diner. Last time around, we saw Chicago pick up probably about 30 seconds on it. It was contested back and forth, but they got a solid time. But this time around, they've got the P4 spawns on lock. They've got the time on lock. They get the first 10 seconds here basically for free. But now Seattle to pushes in. They've got a couple players going around the back. They've got some counter coming from Chicago. Parker wants in the meat right now.
I mean, Parker's in is going to find a kill, but Daku Idu, I was about to say, was almost through. P3, though, going the way to Chicago. They might have got this flip. They did.
Yeah, it flipped.
They did flip it.
I thought so. I was like, there's no one there. They all ran away. Daku Idu was there long enough to flip.
Yeah, I mean, Scrape is going to be holding this one down. Might be here long enough, and there's a possibility. I think we've just reflipped. We have. Daku Idu is just, unfortunately, not blocking any spawns, I don't think. And yeah, going to get shot in the back. So here we go. Once again, everyone is just spawning absolutely everywhere right now. There is nobody locking down any spawns right now on this map. But Seattle does look
freaking out. Like they're over there and there.
I mean, can you imagine? You're just spawning into splits for like 3 minutes. And it's just like, what is going on? What is going on?
Look at this break trying to establish right now from Seattle, but Chicago going to shut that one down and get the kills there. The kill feed is indeed glitched, by the way. But for some reason,
Well, I
some
mean,
of
the
Seattle's
players have
kills
been
just
correct,
aren't
I
even
think.
popping up. Well,
No,
sometimes
I mean, the
Seattle will
kill
get a
feed is
kill
just
and it won't even. And
well,
it's
I mean,
like,
there's all
yeah,
the kills,
doing
and they're
that.
just there's a lot of space between those
They're
kills
just
on the
delayed.
skill
They're
feed
just
right
delayed.
now.
It's all right. They're there. They exist. They just pop up a little late. But great break from Seattle right there. They've got some guys in the back as well. So they've got this one on lockdown. 25 seconds remaining. They want to regain the lead again. But Chicago here to break things on open. They pick up the first 2 kills. They only lose 1 in the process. Kill feed's throwing me off a bit, but still, it is accurate. Parker nading his teammate out. The kill feed even throwing him off. Just does not too sure if they killed that last guy or not. So it can be a little bit tough sometimes. But time goes back and forth, everything back and forth quite a bit on that last hill. But now we get the all bang out map of, I mean, round hill thing, whatever, of all time. As we get the P5 ready to go. Both these teams going to be here. Chicago 100 first one's in. Daku Ito here to be very annoying. Let's try to get a kill right there. But do they? Oh, they lose a couple players in the process. Jack, though, trying to get on in there. Gets one, goes down. Chicago looking to maybe get some decent time here.
You can see, I mean, the trophies are going to go down. Feels like the first one I've seen in a while because all the nades seem to be landing on everybody. But there's 3. Chicago, 25 points away from a map victory. They can win it on this hill. Chance of that, you know, probably pretty low because this is usually one of the most contested hills in the game. But we're going to see as players are just flying through right now. The hills are all going the way of Chicago. Somebody from Seattle's got to get in the door here because they are going to lose the game without this, I mean, without a contestant, basically. Somebody's got to get in there. It's going to be Jack. Finally gets in there. Finally secures it. We are going to P1, though. Chicago is not going down without a fight. They are not going to give this up for free. Oh, we lost a player.
Ooh. It's tough. It's a little late in the game to do anything about that, unfortunately. But Chicago 100 need 9 more points. Seattle Sloths fighting for their lives on this P1 at the moment. The player is loading back in now. Can you load in a little bit faster? That would be ideal. Monka fighting for his life on P1. Does a great job. Picks up 1. Needs a little bit more. The action is here on that P1 site. 5 seconds remaining. Make it 4, 3, 2. Can anyone touch? No touches yet. There was one going to contest from middle. You can't chow. Gets taken down. And Chicago 100 going to take that victory. Get themselves up 3-1 in this series. And just like that, they're going to make themselves all the way to the championship round. And unfortunately, Seattle Sloths are going to have to call it there. That's tough.
This, I mean, again, so this could easily have been a 3-1 in Seattle's favor. They did a fan, like they played this rewind really, really well. I think